104 to 106.
Cork's Red FM.
Not really, to be honest. Like, I don't think for me, and I was thinking for a good while, like when at night there you're home by yourself, like, and you know, everything is after dying down, and you can just reflect on what's after happening. Like, you know, the past week has just been a whirlwind. Like, you know, every day it's just people come up to you and congratulate you. And it's amazing what it means to people who don't realise it until you've actually won it. Like, you know, it's been great. It's been great.
Yeah, can you describe what the past week has actually been like? Because I know it's been completely hectic with the celebrations and homecomings and what have you. And of course you had a county quarter-final to prepare for with Duhallow as well last night.
Yeah, it's been fairly hectic. A lot of late nights and early starts, but I know it's great. Like, you're just trying to savour everything that's happening. Like, you're just trying to make the most of it all, and you know, it's a great feeling. And hopefully there'll be many more weeks like this down through the years. Hopefully, if there's it's great. Like, we're like, you go there in town, like, and just the atmosphere on place, the buzz and everything was just great. And it's brilliant. No, I never imagined it to be like this.
Yeah. Obviously, every young fella growing up, Aidan, I mean, they dream of winning All Ireland's. You've been lucky enough to do so at such a young age. Is it exactly what you'd imagine it would be like?
Jeez, no, you couldn't imagine the way it's turned out. Like, you know, it's been unreal. Like, of playing, even like I didn't expect anything of this. 2 or 3 years ago, I was in the crowd watching all the boys, Nicholas and Graham and Lynchy and Mr. Like, watching them all, and just it's amazing. The past 2 years just been incredible. Like, you know, I know it's been incredible. Like, just trying to make the most of it. You know.
Yeah, can you describe the feeling at the final whistle last Sunday, Aidan? Because obviously it was a very emotional moment, and just looking back at some of the images, you looked quite emotional yourself at the final whistle.
Yeah, I was incredible. Like, so it was more relief than anything, just for the lads. Like I've been rooming with Nicky all year this year, and I was rooming Miska last year. Like, and just talking to them, like, the way they went through hard years. They went through hard years in early 2002 and 2003 and stuff, and. And they got beaten by Limerick and got beaten by Roscommon and stuff, and you know, just what I meant to them is unreal. Like, the dedication that goes into it and everything is just incredible. Like, you know, and just that when the final whistle went, it was just relief. Like, it was just, we done it. Like, and the monkeys off the back now. Like, you know, we know there's a team there to win many more if we just put our minds to everything in. And you know, talking to everyone, like, everyone's looking forward to next year again, and you know, putting the head down and just trying to. Just because we know we have it, like, it's just to put it together again, like, so now we look forward to go again next year.
Yeah, and I saw you mentioning during the week as well, Aidan, you felt it was a very special moment for you playing alongside Nicholas Murphy in midfield in an All-Ireland final, and you alluded to it there as well, that I suppose a big aspect of how special last Sunday was for the younger players was the fact that you were able to contribute and help the older guys to finally achieve and win that All-Ireland medal.
Yeah, it was great. Like, John, we just, like, myself and Kieran there were part of the youngest fellas, and the other fellas in the panel as well. Like, but and I always tried to. We said we do our best and just do what we were told, and hopefully if that was enough, then we hopefully, like, John, we got through it. But I know it makes it much easier. I say it's much easier when you're playing with players that are around you, like Nicky there. I was starting the second half, and him, like, it was just incredible. Like, so he had a word with me there just before we were waiting in the middle of the field, and like, everything he says, like, it's you just listen to him, and it's just pure, it's great advice. It's like, he's one of the best, one of the greatest midfielders ever. Like, and just to be playing with him was just brilliant.
Yeah, and you must have been pretty happy with your own performance as well last weekend, Aidan. I mean, I was listening to Darragh O'Shea saying during the week that he felt your performance was pivotal in terms of Cork turning the game around, say, towards the end of the first half and in the second half. To hear that coming from somebody like Darragh O'Shea is obviously quite high praise.
Yes, Jesus, like, the people have been talking over the past week, it's just been unreal. Like, you know, I was happy enough. Like, I kind of just did what I was told. Like, you know, I just worked hard and just tried to cover as much ground as I could and try and win as much ball as I could and leave it off. And I didn't take any shots in it, so I said a lot of people happy with that. But I know it was grand. I was happy. Like, I was just happy that, you know, people just should have played well. So that's all that matters, and we won the game anyway. So it doesn't really matter how you play, only that the cup is back home, like, so at the Cork. So that's the main thing, really.
Yeah, but you must be satisfied as well, Aidan, because you came in for a lot of unfair criticism a couple of times during the year. I suppose it was mainly based on a couple of wides you had in one or two games, and I mean you're here now with an All-Ireland medal and a fantastic performance last weekend. Unlucky actually not to be man of the match, and you're also you're an All-Star nominee as well, so you must be quite happy this week.
It's been incredible. Like the All-Star nominee is just surreal, to be honest, because like it's been this year's been my first year really starting the team, like, and just all learning curve, like just learning the speed of the game and all that, like, and so you're going to make mistakes. It's just trying to learn from them and just like that's what all the lads basically say, just next ball all the time, and just having fellas, all the fellas around the place, and just they're so experienced, like, they make it. They just keep talking to you, like, and they're just it's unreal. Like.
It must be very special as well, I think, from for your club up in Canturk. I mean, for a junior club to be the home of an All-Ireland medal winner, it's I suppose it's been good for the club as well.
It is. I think the trophy's supposed to be coming back to Canturk on Sunday night, so next Sunday night, so that should be good. They've been very supportive, to be honest. I thought the messages I've been getting after everyone in Canturk, and it's been great. And I know they've been very good to me in all the past. They've been very good to me all through my playing career, like, and so it's just great that I'm able to bring something back to them, like, something that a lot of people never dreamt that they'd have Sam back in Canturk, but no, it's great. We'll have it back there now next Sunday night, and it should be great night.
Yeah, and we had Owen Cadigan in last night on the show, Aidan, and a lot of the texts and questions we were getting in from people for Owen were asking him about being a dual player and balancing hurling and football, and that's obviously, I suppose, a question that will be coming up for yourself as well. Now, I assume you won't be trying to balance the two while you're still under 21, but I mean, is it something you will try and do as you get older, maybe try play senior hurling and football for Cork?
If I got the opportunity, I'd love to, to be honest. I'm a big fan of hurling, like, I like it a lot, and if Dennis Walsh or whoever was in charge at the time, if they thought if I was good enough to play, then I'd love to play, but it's down the road, but it'd be great, alright, to just have a cut off it, like, it'd be something you couldn't really turn down if the opportunity came up, but I sure will see how things go on in the future.
Yeah, no, just finally, Aidan, before I let you go, as you mentioned already, you're only 20 years of age, and this Cork team looks like there's a lot of life left in it yet. I've been working it out, Aidan, assuming you kind of play to your peak until, say, maybe the age of 32, it means you should finish your career with 13 All-Ireland medals. That'll be grand, wouldn't it?
Jeez, I'd take that if I got it. No, you just take everything as it comes, really. We've won the first and known. So we know what it takes now to win another one, and I know next year we're going to be trying. The other teams are going to try and knock us off our perch, like, but we're well capable of handling that kind of pressure, like, and we're just going to look forward to it next year and start training again after in February. So I know it's great, and we'll drive on now for next year again.
Well, Aidan Walsh, absolutely great to talk to you here on Red FM. Congratulations on your success last weekend, and we'll speak to you again very soon.